let me get this right. You want to pass a law to draft my daughter to send.
So, not only is everything that he said pretty much on point, but back in the day, the reason why they didn't want women to be drafted was because somebody had to take care of the children. Women had to stay home. So let's think about it logically. If 200 years ago, when the draft was really created, or whenever the draft was created, a couple hundred years ago, if everybody went to war, elderly men, young men, women, if everybody went to war, who would take care of the children? Who would stay and run the businesses for the men? Who would stay and work in the factories at home to make artillery and bombs and planes and trains and everything that the women did? So just because women didn't have to go fight on the front lines, everybody forgets that women attributed a lot to war. Even in 1800s and before, like, women were nurses, and women were scientists, and women were scholars, and women made bombs and ammo and the tanks and planes and boats and everything. They worked on that kind of stuff. Like, we forget that Queen Elizabeth was a mechanic in World War II, I believe, or World War One. I mix them up all the time. But one of the World Wars, she was actually a mechanic and did a lot for the cause. So I'm kind of confused. Like, women shouldn't be drafted to be on the front lines, because in all actuality, when shit hits the fan, women want to support their men, because they want their sons, their husbands, their brothers, and their fathers to come home. We don't want to lose our men. Why do men think that women hate men when really we love our men? We love our fathers, we love our brothers, we love our friends, we love our uncles, we love our family, we love our friends and family that are men. And when shit hits the fan, and if there's ever a draft in today's economy, I would hate to see what these yuppies do. Oh, I'm not gonna go. You can't make me. I have rights. So you're not gonna defend the country voluntarily that gave you those rights, because you can go move to a country that has a lot less rights on human rights and marriage rights and reproduction rights and every other freedom that America seems to have that everybody hates. There's other countries that don't honor that. So when shit hits the fan, what's going to happen? Are women going to stand up and volunteer? Or are we going to work in the factories? Or, like, is there going to be a draft? You don't know. But let's not forget that women stayed home to help take care of the families, the businesses, and they still worked in military operations. So, yeah, women have been part of the fight. I don't like this whole draft argument. I don't. It's kind of stupid to me, because we forget our history, and we forget how much women have actually done alongside men, because we want our lovers and sons and family members to come home. That's just the cold hard truth. That's my opinions about the draft.